Hi, this is episode number 3 of my Busking series. I'm David, and people look at me suspiciously. Here I am getting a lot of money in my tip hat, and I had one busybody or somebody said, you do pay your taxes on it, don't you? And I said, no, I don't. Well, but you're supposed to. I said, no. And there is actually IRS. It's very clear if you go to the IRS website. A tip. There are two different kinds of tips. Type number one is you're in a restaurant. You expect a certain level of service, and you tip to expect that level of service. That's the first kind of tip. If you can see 2 fingers there. The second kind of tip is a gift. A gift is made freely without expecting anything in return. Now, the first kind of tip, the server tip, is taxable to the recipient. The gift, however, is taxable to the giver, not to the recipient. And for instance, if let's say, a father gives their daughter a house or a car or something like that, not taxable to the recipient. Well, same thing with these kinds of tips, street busking. However, I caution people, do not take requests. If you're a musician or if you do a particular kind of act, don't take requests, because if you take a request, that means that their tip will be dependent upon an expectation. I never ask for tips, number one. Number two, I never take requests. Number three, I never, ever ask for anything from people. And it is amazing because even when people just see me unpacking my accordion or packing it up to go home, they haven't heard any music and they will still tip because they like the idea that I'm doing something festive, something fun, something that will help make their day better, even if they hadn't heard it yet. Or maybe they heard it earlier in the day, but they're not asking for anything from me, and I'm not offering anything specific. In this case, it's taxable to the giver. Now, the giver won't be dinged for it unless they give over $600 a year. And I don't think that any people tipping a busker will give $600 a year. Now, I do get these gigs where I'm doing a rich people's party or I'm doing a crowd control thing, which I may mention in an earlier video. And that's where a particular club has hired me for crowd control, meaning I play music specifically to calm down the audience before they go in and see the concert. So that's a very specific request, and that is taxable to me. And we do the 1099 form, all that stuff. But that's not busking. That's a performance for a profit. And of course, you're going to make some decent money on that too. But when it comes to setting up, doing, your music, your performance, your bicycle tricks, or whatever it is, people will tip you based upon the fact that they like the idea and they're not expecting any particular thing. That's where it counts. I've been over this with tax attorney Also, this particular tax attorney was an enrolled agent, which is a special agent, private agent that practices before the Internal Revenue Service. And they've assured me that what I'm saying is 100% legal. Now, I don't know about your particular state because state taxes may be a little bit different. So be sure and check that out. But generally speaking, most states follow the federal guideline for taxation. So you're pretty much in the clear, okay? I hope you've enjoyed this video, and be sure and subscribe and do all the stuff to kind of keep me going with this, okay? I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate your watching. And there'll be a lot more videos to come because I'm going to get into all sorts of things, like why I wear this particular hat as an example, and other things that really make a difference between making $5 or $6 or $7 and making $75 or $100. And that's, I think, the reason why you're watching this to begin with. Well, I'll be telling you about this in these upcoming videos.